want just anyone, oh Lord. I don't want my love go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. I know that you know something special to you. I've been always faithful. I want to be what you always needed, and I hope you see the heart in me. I don't want another pretty bit. I don't want just anyone. What's up, guys? We're gonna be looking at Beautiful Soul today by Jesse McCartney. This is literally one of my favorite songs of all time. I remember the first iPod that came out and I had about 50 to 100 plays for this one song. Now you need the capo on fret 2, alright? And this song can be played in a few different ways. It's really hard to figure out the bass line. It took me a while to figure it out. I think I even kind of mess up in the intro, but you probably can't even tell because it doesn't matter too much. But let me start with the intro. We have this. Alright, so that's the intro. So let me show you the shapes first. Simple shapes, G, D, E minor, and C. Alright, let me show you those. The first one's G. So you want to have your middle finger on the 3rd fret. As in 3rd fret away from the capo. 1, 2, 3. First finger is 2nd fret from the capo on the A string. We got open D, open G, and then here, we kind of keep these here for most of the chords anyway. We've got 3rd finger, 3rd fret, and then 4th finger, 3rd fret. Alright. Then we're going to go to D with F sharp in the bass. Okay. Which is very important. The only time we play D is with F sharp in the bass for this song. So, just start with D. We have open A, open D, then 1st finger, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret, then add the thumb to the 2nd fret of the E string. Alright. I'll show you the picking in a minute, alright? Let's just get the chords down. Then we have this E minor shape, okay? So what I want you to do is basically the same as G. Just one finger changes. Put the middle finger under the 1st finger now. The top's still the same. 1st finger still the same. So for E minor, it's the same as G, except one change from here to here. Alright. Then we have C. Now there's 2 ways we're going to play this. For the intro, we're going to have C like this. In the chorus, C is just, you still got this top part and we have middle finger 3rd fret. Okay, we'll get to that later though. For now, we're doing the intro and the verse. This is our C. So we have 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the A string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the D string. Open G. 1st finger, 1st fret on the B string. Open E, alright? Voila. So, there are chords for this intro. So let me just explain the picking, alright? Let's break it down from the beginning. We have... That's the first part. So I pick the E string, and then with your other 3 fingers, so middle, 3rd and 4th, I want you to pluck the D, then the G, then the B string. So you go... And then the scratching is up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. So... Okay, so just work on that. Really try and make this snappy. Really in time. You might have to slow it down, so... Okay, so just keep going around that. Once you get used to those first 2, the rest of it will feel a little easier because it's similar rhythms, right? Then we have our E minor shape, and it's the same thing, by the way. but then we have C, so you need to pick the A string. These three, the plucking fingers stay in the same place for this intro. Oh, sorry. So they're always on the D, the G, and the B string. It's just the bass note that sort of changes. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Then we have E minor again. Okay. To D. Then to finish, there's like a little bass line. So we have 3rd fret E string, 2nd fret on the A string with your 1st finger, and then middle finger again, 3rd fret on the A string. You see that? And I go. You can even go. You can pluck a few strings if you want to. So the whole thing together with the vocals sounds like this. I don't want another pretty face. I want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Then we have this intro. Which is the verse as well. I say the intro. We've kind of done the chorus for the intro. Now, in my opinion, this is the hardest part of the song to play and sing at the same time. All right. But once you get it, it's not too bad. Okay. You will be able to do it. I promise you. So we're gonna play G, D, G, and then G without the bass note. C, add on. And then D again. Okay, so it's kind of tricky, so we need to just break it down a little bit. So we'll start with the first bit. We have down, up, up. Okay, so G, D, G. And make sure you have F sharp in the bass for your D chord. That's why it says /F sharp. G, up, up. And again, let me count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, up. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, up. Okay. Then we have down again, but this time don't play the bass note here. The bass note is now B. So it is G, but just release the pressure. I want this E string dead because you don't want this pushed in, this middle finger. Okay, release it because we want to hear this, the B is the bass note. Alright, down, up, down, down. So the second half is down, up, down, down. So for C we're going up, down, up, down. So normal C for the up, and then when we go down, I want you to add your 4th finger to the 3rd fret of the B string. So we get this dun, dun, boom. Okay, the last down is another D chord. So down, up, down, down. Alright, so again the first half is down, up, up. Second half is down, up, down, down. Okay, and then it goes round and round. You notice I keep this. I'm always kind of moving my hand, just so I can keep the drum groove in my head. Do you know what I mean? If you can hear the song in the background in your mind, then you want this hand to kind of be feeling the whole song. Do you know what I mean? It just, because you get these subtle dynamics, subtle volume changes in your strumming, and it just sounds more emotional. It will sound better, okay? But in terms of the strumming, it is just down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. So with the vocals, I know that you are something special to you. I'd be always faithful. So it's quite hard to sing and play this. That's why I say keep the hand moving, because if you've got this, if you've got the kind of the drums in the back of your mind and your hand just wiggling to the beat, then it will go on what I call autopilot. It goes to kind of the subconscious mode. You don't have to think about it so much. Does that make sense? Because my hand keeps moving, it's easier to sing. Whereas if you just go, if you're literally just playing the rhythms, the like the down and the up strokes, you might find it hard to sing, okay? And you don't get the. All I'm doing is going in between the rhythms, down, up, down, up, down, down. You hear that? So it's always good to keep that going. Now we keep going round this until we get to the chorus. The chorus is the easiest part, right? I want to be what you always needed, and I hope you'll see the heart in me. I don't want another pretty face, I don't want just anyone or more. So for the chorus it's more ongoing. It's like what I just explained. Okay, so we have G, D, F sharp in the bass, E minor, C, then E minor, D, and the strumming is down, up, down, up. You keep it strumming, but emphasize down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. And make sure you get that. Do you remember the bass line we did at the beginning? You can do that. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. Back to this part. So that chorus just constant up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Verse 2. I know that you something special. So for verse 2, there's a little stop. It just goes, bah, I know that you always fit. And then we come back in on the G chord with the B in the bass. So you hit your G, bum, I know that you so special, and then carry on as normal. So again, I'm going 1, I know that you. So just after the word you, that you, something special, that's when you hit it, okay? So coming out of the chorus, that you are something special. Do you hear that? So we go around twice, and Jesse just does some ad-libs and stuff. then we have that stop, okay? Now the rest of the song, easy peasy pretty much, because it just repeats. Okay, we have a pre-chorus, another chorus. However, then we get to this really cool bridge part, alright? So coming out of the second chorus, so let me break this bridge down because it's quite tricky. I mean, because I've played guitar for so long, I can just kind of do it. So I'm going to try and just break it down and simplify it for you guys, right? So first step, you just hit that E string and have your first finger ready on the 7th fret of the A string. Because we're going to hammer on with the 3rd finger. So you should have this note ready, 7th fret of your A string, then hammer on to the 9th fret with your 3rd finger. Okay, that's basically what's going on here. Okay, so maybe just start with this before we get into any rhythm. Just practice that. Low E, then bum, bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going bum, bottom, bum, bottom, then bum, bum, bottom, bum, bottom, then bum, bum, bottom, bum, bottom, then bum, 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 bum. You can look at the tab as well. So open, down, down. So I pick down, hammer on, then up. You see that? Then first finger 7th fret on the E string, and then again. But then we have this bottom. So that's 7th fret on the D string. Okay, down, up, down, down, up, down, all together. And then open. So it's like E minor, G with B in the bass, so you don't have this finger down, and then C add 9. You can have your pinky down if you want, doesn't matter if it is or not. As long as the more important thing is this bass line. Okay, the rest can it doesn't matter so much. Okay, and you can either go down, 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 or if you got this hand moving, you might want to play down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, now all I'm doing to make this sound better, to make it sound cooler, is this it just keeps moving. And I'm adding a bit of shake, vibrato to the note. Do you hear that? Instead of going, I'm going, and I really pull up on that. You hear how loud that is? It gets that nice kind of, it's almost like a bass guitar pop. Do you hear that, as opposed to, if you really kind of get under and pull it up, and then shake that note. So let's try and play this coming out of the chorus. Alright, let's just do the last part of the chorus into this riff. Alright, so on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, face, I don't want just anyone I want. I don't want my love going big. I want you and your beautiful soul. have the intro. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. Okay, same as the intro. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. And what I want to taste. We just keep going round and round. I don't want another minute to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. And then it fades out on the verse part, alright? So, I know this song is super tricky, okay? It took me a while to figure out, but once you can play it, it's so fun, you feel so awesome that you can play something so complicated. Singing and playing that. Okay, it's very hard to sing that if you're not, again, moving that hand. You have to keep it moving, just so it's a little more subconscious, okay? It kind of goes to the back of your mind, which leaves room for you to focus on singing, okay? You also have to practice it quite a lot before it becomes subconscious, so, you know, take your time with everything in this song. Don't just try and sing straight away, because you'll find that this hand just messes up. It will mess up, I promise you that, unless you're a kind of very adapted, very professional guitarist. You'll find it hard to sing and play straight away. But if you play the guitar part like 50 times, 100 times, then you try and sing, I guarantee you'll have a much better chance of doing it. Okay, so work on the guitar part first, then try and sing as well.